A rare sight in San Diego. Snow is actually falling in our local mountains, and we're almost 1 month away from starting summer. The 10 News team told you it was coming.
A spring storm is still making its way through the county, and it's bringing plenty of rain. Pinpoint Doppler Live is all over the storm, showing us where the rain is right now. We have a team of reporters working all of the angles for you so that you're prepared when the next round moves in. We're also monitoring the traffic situation on the roadways, and it's probably going to take your loved ones a little longer than usual to get home. We begin our team coverage with 10 News reporter Candace Crone. She's live in Chula Vista. Hi, Candace.
Hi, Kim. Well, some light showers actually just moved through Chula Vista within the last hour or so. You can see the parking lot. It's still wet in some places here at the marina. Earlier today, we ran into some local kids who say they're worried Mother Nature might ruin their overnight field trip. Our 10 News GoPro cam captured raindrops and wet roads in Choyas Lake Friday afternoon. It didn't keep shoppers at home, but some of them were caught off guard. Others came prepared with hoods and even a blanket to cover the little one. This huge puddle formed outside our 10 News station and kept some of us inside at lunchtime. Our popular lunch patio was wet and empty.
I looked at my iPad and I saw it was going to rain, but I never knew it was going to rain this much, so...
Kind of took you by surprise.
Yes.
The afternoon storm was a second round of showers. In Claremont, neighbors woke up to heavy rain. The downpour in Point Loma, enough to water these plants without turning on the hose. Although mild, the showers had this group of fifth graders worried their overnight field trip on the Californian would be a soggy mess.
Well, I knew it was going to rain, but I was hoping it wasn't going to rain on the boat because I didn't want it to rain, because I know I'd have to get wet.
I was kind of shocked by how much it rained, because overnight it was like pouring.
And things are starting to dry out here, but as you can see, the skies are still very gloomy. Well, coming up new at 6, the one place that we found several kids and their parents enjoying this rain. We're live in Chula Vista. Candace Crone, 10 News.
Candace, thank you. All right, from that to this. Remember how hot it was last week? Our local mountains are getting snow in May. This is what it looked like earlier today at Mount Laguna. And 10 News meteorologist Craig Herrera is there live. Craig, such an unusual sight for this time of year.
Steve, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I keep losing you. It's a bad connection up here, but what we have is a lot of snow up in the mountains, and you can see behind me, well, really you can't see behind me. The visibility is coming down quite a bit, so driving up here was pretty tricky. There's lots of snow on the side of the road, and it's really accumulating. There's quite a bit of it. It's also been coming down in rain at times. At times we've had the rain and the snow going sideways because it's been so busy. On the road, it's not too busy. We did see some people come up here earlier. In fact, we found a woman who was celebrating her birthday with her daughters up here. We talked to some hikers who are just starting to trek up toward Canada. We'll show you their stories coming up later at 6 and 7. But right now, the visibility is down. The snow keeps coming, and you can see at times the wind picks up. I just hold on to my hat, and as this snow keeps coming down, it's tough to believe it's May, and we're getting all this snow up at Mount Laguna. There's at least 2 inches up here right now. Live from Mount Laguna, I'm Craig Herrera, 10 News.
All right, Craig, thank you. We'll let you go. We know you can't hear that well, but you can also tell it's hard for Craig to speak. It's so cold up there. It is chilly.
Wow, that is mind-blowing. How many years have we lived here? I don't think I've seen that kind of a scene in May. 10 News weathercaster Pat Brown tracking these scattered showers, and several areas still seeing quite a bit of rainfall, and you too saying how unusual this is.
Very, very unusual, especially these cold temperatures. And you know, this late season winter-like storm still has a little punch left in it. So far today, the totals are looking very nice. Pine Hills, southwest of Julian, has picked up over 1.25 inches of rain. Descanso and Warner Springs over 1 inch as well. Escondido and Rancho Bernardo, they got doused with over 3/4 inch. And even officially at Lindbergh Field, we've accumulated almost 1/2 inch so far. Right now, 10 News Pinpoint Doppler Live is showing some rain just southwest of Rancho San Diego as you go down toward Descanso. But I've been watching this cell here right off the coast of La Jolla. And if we project out, because the storm cells are moving from the west to the east, we can project that that's going to hit La Jolla coming up just around 5:31 or so. 10 News Pinpoint Futurecast shows that throughout throughout the evening, we're going to continue to see these scattered cells make their way across the region. And as far as tomorrow, well, I'll just make you wait a little bit longer and we'll see how much of your Saturday might be wet as well.
This is amazing. Check back in with you in a minute.
You got
Thanks.
All right, as we all know, rainy days are bad ones on our roads like this. Highway Patrol says there were 231 crashes on San Diego freeways so far just today. They usually only see about 100 to 170 all day. In the North County, this crash happened in the carpool lanes of the 15. There was another bad car crash a little bit further north on the 15 at the 78. Look at that one. And the woman here in the South Bay, she had to be pulled out of her car after it flipped as she drove onto the 54. Okay, traffic has been a mess, as you might imagine, this evening, and you may have a loved one stuck in that gridlock right now. So let's check in with CHP Officer Mary Bailey. She's joining us. What are the freeways we need to look out for tonight, Mary?
We definitely have a lot of slow traffic today on most of our freeways right now, especially Interstate 8. And let's take a live look at the 8 Mission Center, where we do have a collision on the westbound side. But as you can see, traffic is backed up both westbound and eastbound, and it's for quite some time. The traffic lanes are clear. Everything is towards the right shoulder in that right lane on the westbound side. But everyone wants to kind of pay attention to what's going on. So with the wet roadways, we ask you to slow down today. And it's back to you, Steve.
Good idea. Thank you, Mary. We'll check back in with you later.
Bad out there. We want to see what the weather looks like in your neighborhood. 10 News reporter Dan Haggerty is live in the Live Center with a look at some of the pictures and the videos that viewers have already sent in. Dan.
Yeah, Kim, you know, me living at the beach, seeing this first picture, it's kind of bizarre to me that there are actually people watching right now that have seen like this, that have snow on the ground. This is from coming from Lake Cuyamaca. I actually had to go into Pat Brown and say, hey, is somebody pulling a fast one on me? They have snow there. Of course, as we've seen, they do. You see the snow passing past the Black Dog, a cool shot there. No snow in Borrego Springs, but they sent this photo in. Really cool, beautiful, kind of in between the storm, little sunshine coming through and give us a nice rainbow. You can see it from end to end. Of course, we also have video playing. A lot of these kind of shots, people in the cars. I tweeted something out last night saying, hey, the windshield wipers still work. Who knew? I haven't used them in a while. I don't even remember the last time I did use them. Of course, Kim, remember to tell people when they're sending this video in, make sure they're in the passenger seat of the car if you're recording. But as we mentioned, we still like to see your stuff. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, it is. And hashtag ST San Diego weather, and then we'll be able to look at them. Incredible pictures. Thanks, Dan.
All right, overnight, a 10 News employee took these photos. They show the sprinklers, a little tough to see, but they show the sprinklers in full blast at MCRD during the rain. Coming up new at 5:30, how MCRD is responding after we took our concerns about the water waste to them. And you can keep up with the changing weather conditions just by using our free mobile app. To download it, just go to the App Store and search 10 News.